Namaste and welcome everyone to this 30-minute yoga class. Today we're going to work towards the queen of asanas, the shoulder stand. To begin, find a comfortable seated position on your mat, perhaps supporting yourself with a cushion underneath the sitting bones. Resting your hands either in your lap or on your thighs. Take a moment to close your eyes and tune in. Scanning your physical body from the crown of the head all the way into the toes. Slowly feeling if there are any areas that are a bit tight today or that feel tense. But also becoming aware of all the parts of your body that are soft, open, and relaxed. Bringing equal, loving awareness to all parts of the body. And then gently bring your awareness to your breath, feeling the in and exhalations. Where does the breath travel? Where does it touch in your body? Maybe you feel it high up in the chest or deep down in the belly. Allow the breath to deepen, inhaling and exhaling fully, pulling the navel gently in towards the spine, pushing all the air out. Relax your core and inhale. Exhale, gently contract the abdomen. Relax the core, breathing in. Feel your spine lengthen. And exhale. Pull the navel in. Relax the shoulders. Inhale. And exhale. Gently drop your chin towards your chest, allowing the weight of your head to stretch the back of your neck. A few deep breaths here. Last exhalation. Inhale, lift the head, and then drop it back. Chin reaching up to the sky. Relax the jaw. Inhale to lift the head. Exhale, drop your right ear towards the right shoulder. If you want to deepen the stretch, you can place your left fingertips on the floor beside you, gently walking them away from your body. Circle your head forward until the left ear comes to the left shoulder. Again, you can place your right fingertips on the mat, gently crawling them away from you for a deeper stretch. Then slowly come back to center. Inhale, reach your arms up parallel to the floor. Exhale, right hand comes to the floor. Reach the left arm over, side stretch. Inhale to center. exhale to the left. Inhale, reach up to center. Exhale, right hand to the floor, side stretch. Inhale, lift. Exhale to the other side. Inhale to lift. And exhale, side stretch, reach the left hand over the head. Inhale. And exhale, right hand over the head. Inhale to lift. We're going to interlace the fingers behind the head. And then push the elbows back to open the chest. Make sure you're not arching the lower back too much, pushing the chest out. But actively pull your navel in towards the spine. Engage the core. Lengthen the spine. Stacking the vertebrae on top of each other. And keep pushing the elbows back. Perhaps you want to bring some extra movement in here, twisting from your core, first to the right and the left. Continuing this movement as fast or as slow as you like. Make sure you're not pushing with the arms or moving the head, but the movement should really come out of your center. Keep pushing the elbows back to open the chest. And then slowly release the hands in front of you. Come to all fours on the yoga mat. Spreading the fingers wide, spine long. The knees are hip width apart. Breathing in, we reach our right arm up to the sky. Gaze follows. Breathing out, we thread the needle, right ear comes to the floor. Perhaps you want to circle your left hand back, resting it either on the sacrum or hooking the fingers into your right thigh. Breathe into the opening of your right shoulder for 5 deep breaths. Exhale, release the left hand to the mat. Inhale, lift all the way up, open through the back of the heart. Exhale, release. Inhale, left arm reaches up to the sky. Exhale, thread the needle, left ear to the mat. You can circle the right hand back, either resting it on the sacrum or hooking the fingers into the left thigh. As the name shoulder stand suggests, the shoulders play a very important role in that asana. That's why we're going to devote a lot of time to opening up the shoulders and opening up the chest. Exhale, place the right hand underneath the shoulder. Inhale, reach the left arm up to the sky. Exhale, release. Inhale to drop your belly and look up. Exhale, round the spine, chin to chest. Inhale, reach your arms up, palms touching if possible. Exhale, place the hands on the mat and sink your sitting bones back to the heels, child's pose. Inhale, come to all fours and arch the back, dropping the belly. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky, looking between the thumbs. Exhale to child's pose, sinking your weight onto the heels. Inhale, come to all fours, drop the belly. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, child's pose. Rest the forehead on the mat if possible. One more round. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, reach your arms up. Gaze follows. Exhale, child's pose. We stay here for a few breaths, allowing the body to relax and soften. As you inhale, feel your belly expanding against the thighs. And as you exhale, feel it softening, your core muscles relaxing. Inhale. And exhale, become heavy. Inhale, reach your hand further forward and lift your body, bringing the shoulders slightly above the wrists. Exhale, back to child's pose. Inhale, shoulders come over the wrists. Exhale, back to child's pose. Keep going in this movement, exploring the range of motion in your shoulders. And then move the hands further forward. And come to lie down in Cobra pose. So this can be quite a deep back bend already. So if you want to soften the pose, simply walk your hands further away from the body and it will be a lot easier. You can also keep a soft bend in the elbows. Roll the shoulders back and look forward, soft, steady gaze. We will stay here for a while. Perhaps after a few moments, you feel that you can go a bit deeper. So then walking the hands back closer towards the body. Keep the shoulders relaxed away from the ears. Long neck. But if you feel too much compression in the lower back, the lumbar spine, bend the elbows further to decrease the bend in the back. Pushing the tops of the feet into the yoga mat. We lift up to downward facing dog. Feel free to bend the knees here, stretching out the hamstrings one at a time. Or bend into both knees, allowing the spine to elongate. Relax your head. We stay here for 5 deep breaths. Slowly drop your knees to the mat. The toes remain tucked under. And then we're going to place our hands on our lower back. We're going to come to Ustrasana, the camel pose. Finding first an easy variation. Inhale, open the chest, and lengthen the spine. Exhale, slowly with control, begin to arch your back. You can stay here, pushing the hips forward, away from the heels, and perhaps dropping the head only if it feels comfortable. If you feel like you can go deeper, you may bring the hands to the heels. Make sure you're not collapsing in the hips, but keep pushing them away, forward, and if possible, drop the head back. Beautiful stretch for the chest and the shoulders. The perfect preparation for our shoulder stand. 3 more deep breaths. Bring the hands back to the lower back and then slowly lift. Untuck the toes and sink your sitting bones back onto the heels. Slowly walk your hands forward, allowing the spine to round slowly into child's pose. Relax the head. We stay here for a few breaths, allowing the spine to realign after that quite deep back bend. When you're ready, walk your hands back underneath the body and come to a seated position. Legs out long in front of you. Perhaps you would like to place a cushion underneath the sitting bones to help lengthen the spine. Toes point up to the sky. We press the thighs into the mat. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold forward, Paschimottanasana. If you can, grab hold of the feet. Otherwise, you might want to use a strap, or you can also hold on to your shins. As you breathe in, lift the chest, lengthen the spine. Feel the stretch in the shoulder blades. Exhale, bow over the knees. If possible, bend the elbows and relax the shoulders away from the ears. We stay for 10 breaths. Two more deep breaths. See if the exhalations allow you to go deeper into the pose. And with the inhalation, walk the hands back, lift the chest. Remove your cushion if you had one. And then come to lie down on your back. The knees are bent, feet on the mat, close to your sitting bones. The neck is long. If you have your hair in a bun or in a ponytail tied up somehow, you might want to release it now to create a soft surface to lie on. The hands are on the mat, fingertips almost touching the heels of the feet. As we breathe in, we push through all 4 corners of the feet and lift the pelvis off the earth. Make sure your thighs remain parallel and the knees aren't falling out to the side. Perhaps you can wiggle your shoulder blades a bit closer together and lift the pelvis higher up into the air. On the exhalation, slowly roll down, vertebrae by vertebrae, and relax for a moment. Inhale, press through the feet, lift the pelvis off the earth. And if possible this time, try to interlace your fingers behind your back, wiggling the shoulder blades closer together, pressing the hands into the mat. Keep breathing. Perhaps as you inhale, you can lift the hips higher, bringing the chest close to the chin pointing up to the sky. And exhale, release the hands and roll down onto your back. Last variation of Setu Bandhasana, the bridge pose. Breathing in, we slowly lift the hips. As you're halfway, lift the arms up towards the sky. If you feel comfortable here, you can bring them all the way over your head as you lift the pelvis higher. One more inhalation. Try to lift the hips higher towards the sky. Exhale, slowly roll down, bringing the hands back onto the mat. Beautiful. From here, we're going to come into the shoulder stand. If you want, you can just watch me first, as there's quite a few things to pay attention to. However, if the shoulder stand is already in your practice, you can simply go along listening to my voice. To start with, we're going to have a cushion, or you can fold a blanket, placing it in the middle of your mat. You want to make sure you have a clean edge here, as this is where your shoulders are going to lie. So this line will be above the line of the shoulders. And this is really going to help protect our neck and make it a lot easier and more comfortable to go into the pose. One more thing, when you're in the shoulder stand, it's really important that you don't move your head from side to side, as that can cause injury. So just make sure you keep the neck and the head still. If you feel like you want to move, or if you want to watch the video, then come out of the pose first. We're going to lie down on the cushion, making sure we align the shoulders with the line of the cushion or the blankets, whatever you have handy. Pressing the fingertips into the mat. The neck is long, chin slightly tucked into the chest. And then from here, we can simply start by lifting one leg up towards the sky. If you feel a bit tight in the hamstring still, you don't have to extend the leg fully, you can keep it bent. And then we lower it back down, bringing the other leg up. Just exploring what this feels like. And then from here, we press through the fingertips and begin to lift both legs. Knees are bent. Until we can lift the hips off and bring the hands to the lower back. If we stay here for a moment, that's totally okay. The knees can be bent. And then we release the hands and slowly roll back down. Just slowly coming closer to the pose. One more time, we press through the fingertips, lift the legs and lift the hips. Hands come to support the lower back. Bring the elbows in, and then perhaps you can work on straightening the legs. In the beginning, your feet will probably be over your head instead of over the hips. But that's totally okay, we're slowly working our way there. From here, you can try to bring your feet all the way over the head until your toes can rest on the mat. Try to work on straightening the legs, coming to Halasana, the plow pose. Now it's quite normal that you might not be able to straighten the legs right away. In that case, you can keep the knees bent next to the ears.
And then slowly keep working on straightening the legs. That's why we had a lot of hamstring stretches earlier. Maybe interlacing the fingers behind your back, pressing the hands into the mat. Only if you can straighten the legs and your feet are on the earth. And then from here, bring the hands back to support the lower back. And just try to reach one leg up to the sky. And release. Try it with the other leg. And release. You can try this a few more times, and when you feel ready, first lifting one leg, and then bringing the other leg next to it. Coming to your shoulder stand. Engage your core, engage the thighs, flex the feet. And from here, begin to bend the knees slowly. And roll down, releasing the hands to the side. As you come down here, stay still. Feel the flush of energy into your higher chakras, the higher energy centers. And then rolling onto one side, we're going to remove the cushion. And coming back to lie down on the back. The legs are long. Point the toes and squeeze the legs together. Place your hands underneath the sitting bones. Inhale, arch the back. And if possible, come to lie down on the crown of your head, gazing up towards your eyebrow center. Matsyasana, the fish pose, is a beautiful counter pose for our shoulder stand and halasana. Stay here for 3 more breaths. And slowly release. We're going to practice the sequence one more time together, but since this is your personal practice at home, you can always go back, rewind the video, watch the explanations again. So we have our cushion. It's important that it's wide enough to fit our shoulders and elbows on there. Lying down, aligning the line of the cushion with the top of the shoulders. Fingertips pressing into the mat. And we lift the legs, lift the hips. Hands come to support the lower back. From here, we can bring the feet over the head, coming to the plow pose. And perhaps lifting one leg at a time. Coming up into the shoulder stand. When you're ready, bending the knees, releasing the hands, slowly rolling back down. Rolling to the side to release the cushion. Placing the hands underneath the sitting bones, squeezing the legs together, toes pointed. We lift onto the crown of the head, gazing towards the eyebrow center or the third eye chakra. Slowly release and allow your whole body to soften. The feet touching the outer edges of the mat, arms beside your body. Breathe slowly in and out through the nostrils
as you allow the body to relax. You can stay here in Shavasana for as long as you like and as long as it serves you, giving the body and the mind time to integrate our practice. Thank you so much for sharing your time and energy with me today.